Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to my Dark Souls area guide, where I will be showing you the locations of items, enemies and other notable things in each of the areas of Dark Souls. This time we're looking into the Undead Burg, the second location you should head to after starting the game. We'll start the video looking at this wonderfully made map of the entire area. You can see on it where there's the enemy locations, shown by the red dots, the items, which are shown by the blue dots, and other things like bosses and mini-bosses. I found this on the Dark Souls wiki, which is a great place to find all info on all things Dark Souls. There is a link in the description to it if you want to check it out later. The NPCs you'll be encountering in the Undead Burg are the Undead Merchant, the male one, and Solaire of Astora. The enemies you'll be encountering throughout the Undead Burg are the Armored Zombie, the Undead Soldier, the Undead Archers, Sewer Rats, the Black Knight, Havel the Rock, the Bridge Wyvern, and the boss, the Taurus Demon. Okay, to start this video we'll start here, just after you come back from the Firelink Shrine into the Undead Burg. You can head up these stairs here, and you'll come face to face with two armored zombies. These should go down in 1 or 2 hits, even at your level. So they're easy kill. You come around here and don't go across the bridge yet. That guy is a firebomb thrower, but what you don't see is another guy to the room to your left. Run across, kill this guy, and watch out for this guy coming out of this room. A lot of people get killed by this guy because they don't know he's there. Now don't head through the fog gate yet. Come back down here and actually destroy these barrels here. This will actually lead you down to a area down here where you'll find another large soul. Come down here again. And there should be an enemy just here, but I think I've aggroed him and he's gone running off. Instead, just come into this room here, and you'll find another soul down the end here. We'll come out now, and we'll be coming face to face with two zombies. They'll climb up from the ledge. These guys will go down in 1 hit at your level, and easy. The only problem is they normally come in groups and become a problem then. Just head through here. Here we go. Here's the guy that ran off to start with. He should be down the left where you first come down. You come out here and you'll see 2 guys hanging off. Just hit them with your sword, they should fall off. Easy kill. Some easy souls there. These guys will climb up, just dispatch of them with ease. And you'll find on this corpse here, you'll find some rubbish. This is entirely useless until you get to Snuggly's Nest, who will give you a Titanite chunk for it, which basically can be broken down into smaller pieces, like Titanite shards and whatnot. And the end up here is a humanity on this corpse, yep. And now we can head back to the fog gate. Coming through the fog gate here, you'll come into this room, and just down here is another soul. Once you've collected that, come up the stairs here, and across this bridge to the right. Watch out, the Wyvern will come flying down, just like so. He won't damage you, and he'll fly off instantly. You don't have to worry about it until later in this area. You'll come into a small area here with a couple of undead armored zombies here. The problem here is the undead archer sitting on the tower above. He'll continuously attack you, so normally bait them down here, and you're safe from the undead archer. Becomes an ease. Once they're finished with, go up to the undead archer and finish him off, and we'll get to the first bonfire. Okay. Oh dear, it looks like I'm trying to be invaded. We'll skip to a part where the invader is either killed or gone. Okay, now they've stopped invading. I can show you the first bonfire. It's just in here. Light it up and just rest at it. Level up if you need to and whatnot. But remember, when you visit a bonfire, all enemies respawn except for mini bosses and bosses. Once you're done there, head back out. You'll have to kill all these guys again, but it shouldn't be too much of a hassle. And once you're done with them, I'll show you where to go. Okay, almost done. And now, these two will be another 2 undead soldiers. I normally sit down the bottom of these stairs and throw firebombs at them, since at the location, the firebombs will arc underneath their shield and hit them directly. But if you don't have any firebombs or fireballs, normally just lock onto them and bait them out until they attack, and then wail on them. Okay, you'll see these bunch of boxes here. They are masking a staircase there. You go down here, and then directly outside here is the Undead Merchant. He sells all kind of useful items, such as the Residence Key, and the bottomless box, and the orange soapstone. The Residence Key is basically just unlocks all doors in the Undead Burg. The bottomless box allows for inventory management at bonfires, and the orange soapstone, which I'm getting to in a minute, allows you to write and rate messages on the floor for other players to see. Killing the Undead Merchant will allow him to drop his katana and all those items except the bottomless box. This guy will jump out from behind the cupboards here, or whatever you want to call them. Come down here and down this staircase, but don't go all the way down, as there are 4 zombies down there, and alerting them all at once will get you killed easily, because they would just attack constantly and break your block. What you need to do is bait one at a time, killing one after one, and you shouldn't have a problem with these guys. After they're finished, head up the ladder and you'll find another item. I think this item is throwing knives, which is good for baiting enemies away from the rest of the group. Yes, just on this corpse, there are 10 throwing knives. Now you see ahead of you there is a ledge. All you have to do is just a nice running jump, and you'll make it, just like so. Now once that's done, head up the staircase here, and to your right there will be a corpse with a crossbow and some standard bolts on it. This should be your first ranged weapon if you're not a hunter. Now just jump down here and head back to the bonfire. Now once back at the bonfire, I'm going to show you what the residence key does now. Just around here there's a door. If you have the residence key or the master key, you can unlock it and head around here, and there's a wooden shield on this corpse. That is quite a good shield, unless if you're not a knight or a warrior who gets heated shields and better shields. Now if you come along here, you'll see 3 firebomb throws. When crossing across that bridge, they will hit you, so it's normally just a quick sprint job. Just sprint across the bridge into this room. You'll encounter 2 armored zombies in here. They go down easily, but this undead soldier bursts out the door at you. Be wary though, when you go to bonfires, that door is open and the undead soldier will run in a lot earlier. Through this gate here is the lower Undead Burg, and it's basically a shortcut there. We won't go there for a while. Now, instead of going up the stairs you see ahead of you, come into this room and you'll be greeted by another armored zombie. Watch out though, in the next room ahead of you there is one directly to your left, so just keep your block up and you should be able to get him easily. Okay, once they are dealt with, you can head through to the extra room you didn't go in, and there should be a chest at the back. Inside this chest is some black firebombs. Basically what they are is a stronger version of the normal firebombs. Now we can head up the staircase, but watch out. When you get up to the top, you'll see 3 armored zombies. The guy in the middle is a firebomb thrower, so I tend to take him out quicker because he becomes a pain while fighting the other 2, doing damage to you and demolishing your block. Okay, once they're done, you'll see a ladder up behind you. This leads to the 3 firebomb throwers and a soul. These guys go down very quickly and they don't do much damage. Okay, so once they're dispatched of, you can go through the door you see ahead of you, and this will lead you to an item, a very good item. You can only go through the door if you have the residence key or the master key. So you come out the back and you'll come to this chest. Inside the chest is probably the most important item in the area, gold pine resin. This buffs your weapon with lightning damage. Now as you've seen, I've actually alerted one of the undead soldiers down here, and he should come walking out towards me. This one is the defensive of the bunch and won't attack unless provoken. He'll go down, but he goes down easily like the rest of them. Normally for these defensive guys, just hit their shield and they'll hit back and leaves them open. Or you could kick their shields, it's either up to you. Instead of going down there, come up this tower and you'll be greeted by a undead archer. This guy becomes a pain because he will attack you if you don't take him out and you go down that staircase. Now just go down here and deal with these two. These two undead soldiers are aggressive and will attack you without you being provoked. Okay, so we're not going up that staircase just yet, we're going down to the right. And this is where you come across the first mini-boss. This mini-boss is the Black Knight. I would recommend skipping him at your level, but he is guarding a great ring, the blue tearstone ring. So if you wish to attack him, there are a few good methods. First off, I normally start off by throwing a couple of firebombs at him, as they will do more damage than your physical attacks. And, well, you can get off a few before he actually reaches you. So what I do here, I think, is I'll get my firebombs out. Yeah, they're already in my quick bar. Yep. And now I'll throw one directly at him. They should do about 40 damage, but he can block them and it'll do a bit less damage. You'll see I get hit there and I start backing up quite a lot. What I recommend doing here is not fighting him down here, but kiting him up to where you first, where you verse those 3 armored zombies. This area will give you a much larger fighting area and allow you to do some backstabs and ripostes if you wish. I normally recommend doing backstabs during this fight, during the melee fight, as ripostes are a lot harder to pull off, and if you're a noob to the game, it's going to be a lot harder for you. Backstabs, basically, all you need to do is be behind them and have your guard down, and you should be able to do a backstab. It does massive damage, and he'll die in about 5 or 6 of them. Okay, so once he's dead, he'll drop a Titanite chunk. He always drops a Titanite chunk, but he might drop his sword or shield. Now, we are going to head back and collect the ring that he was guarding. This is the blue tearstone ring. A very good ring for this area. Basically, it just boosts your physical, magical, lightning, and fire defenses by 50% if your health is below 20%. Now heading up, now we can head up the staircase that we didn't go up before, but watch out, there is a barrel ahead of you that will be kicked down at you on fire. All you have to do is just come up here until it gets set off, run down, and just dodge it. This guy, the guy that kicked it, will attack you. He goes down easy. When you go to a bonfire though, the barrel won't be there, so you don't have to worry about it. And you can come up the rest of the stairs. In front of you there should be a door. This can be unlocked with the master key or the lower tower door or something you find later in the game. This leads to Habel the Rock, a large, well, he's like the Black Knight, quite hard and does a lot of damage. But going down this area will skip the Taurus Demon, but I don't recommend it because Habel the Rock will one hit you at your level. Instead, come up here and we'll get to the fog gate towards the, well, where the Taurus Demon is actually. Yes, see ahead of you, this is the fog gate. Going through there we'll go into the Taurus Demon boss area, and I'm not going to do that just yet. Instead, turn around and you see barrels. Inside one of these barrels is the Crystal Lizard. It's inside the rightmost barrel. The Crystal Lizard is basically a lizard that doesn't attack you but teleports if you don't kill it quick enough. And it'll drop some rare Titanite for you. What I found is it normally drops 2 Twinkling Titanites and 2 large Titanite shards every time I kill it. There are multiple of these around the map, around the game. I'm actually not... Okay, now I'm not going to have the Taurus Demon boss fight in this video, I'm going to have it in a separate video. And what I'm going to do is just cut directly to after the boss fight. So now I've killed the Taurus Demon. You can head through the door at the back. This door was blocked during the Taurus Demon fight. And, yeah. So, just head through the back here. And just keep turning through. And you'll come across the staircase leading down. Don't go just there. You'll destroy the boxes next to it. And you'll find another large soul of the lost undead. Now you can head down the stairs and you'll be confronted by a door. This door is the proper way to the lower Undead Burg, place we'll be going very shortly after we killed the Bell Gargoyles. Now head down here to the right and you'll meet Solaire of Astora, the second NPC of the area. He will pramble on about how he is hollow and he's alone in his travels, and he'll ask you for some jolly corporations. All you should do is just ask him again, talk to him again, and answer yes to all his questions, and he'll give you the white soapstone. Basically, this item allows you to put your summon sign down and be summoned into other people's worlds. It's very useful for if you want to help a friend with a boss or whatnot. But you got to remember, to be summoned into a world, the world owner must be human and must not have beaten the boss. Now you see a bridge ahead of you, don't run across it. When you run onto it, the bridge wyvern will activate and blast fire down on you. What I recommend is going into fast movement speed, which means a nudie run from some of you, and running directly down the middle of the bridge, and then to the right. When you get about halfway down the bridge, you'll see a little staircase going down to the right. Go down there, because that leads back to a shortcut. Probably your first shortcut. Normally you can't dodge that damage the bridge wyvern does, but you won't die from it. Now come down here and kick down the ladder. This leads back to the first bonfire of the Undead Burg. And I recommend going back down here and healing and leveling up. So once you've done that, I'm going to show you how to run past the fire wyvern. So basically, there is a bonfire underneath the fire wyvern, and it's quite a useful bonfire, as it's very good for anyone in the Sunlight Covenant, Warrior of Sunlight Covenant. So what you do is wait for him to blast fire down, and then wait about 10 to 20 seconds, and the wyvern should jump down from his perch up there. When he does so, run directly to where he was. Run directly underneath him. So as you see, he jumps down and just run straight down. Run between his legs, and he shouldn't damage you if you're quick enough. Now, what you need to do is run directly ahead and light the bonfire and rest. Resting at the bonfire will reset the wyvern, and you'll see that once you leave the bonfire, he will fly off. You being underneath him will cause him to fly off and leave the area. Until you yourself leave the immediate area. So once you've left the area and come back, he will be back there, and yeah, because you can kill him, and you don't need to kill him, but he's a mini boss and you can kill him, and he drops dragon scales, I think. So now I'm going to put all my armor back on and run off. Now what I didn't realize while recording is that I missed a few things. One big thing actually. So coming over here, you pull this lever and open this grate up. So basically this leads to the Undead Parish and gives you a way that you don't actually have to run down the Wyvern Bridge to get into here. And over here, you'll see these guys, they don't attack you unless you attack them. And up here is a altar for the Warrior of the Sunlight Covenant members. Basically, this is where you can learn a few spells, miracles, I think they're called, and whatnot. So coming back down the middle of the bridge, you can come back around here, and just around here, there'll be one guy just sitting there. He's quite aggressive, and he'll die easily. Now turning around, if you haven't made the wyvern fly off, his tail will be hanging down here. What you can do if you have any ranged weapons, a crossbow or a bow, is shoot it, and if you shoot it enough, it should fall off and give you the Drake Sword. If you, the Drake Sword is quite a good weapon for this area, but it doesn't scale well for late game. So instead, come around this corner here, you come across another undead soldier. This guy is defensive, and he's very annoying to take down, because you can't bait him off this edge. He just keeps walking back here. But once he's dead, just keep going around into this room. There will be 3 sewer rats in here. Watch out. They will poison you even through a shield as they hit you, and they have a tendency to hit you, knock you back off the ledge behind you. I've done that. I've died quite a few times from that. These guys go down in 1 or 2 hits though, and they'll drop humanity for you, which is a good item. So now coming up here, this ladder leads directly to the Undead Parish, the next area of the game. We're done with the Undead Burg. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a like. And without further ado, goodbye.